back with Planet Explorers 7.6 Alpha, Episode 33, Steam Edition.
I think we need to find a way to go to where the Epiphany crashed. Before that, we need to recruit
System
all the survivors around here. That'll be your
Targeting.
job. Did you get hurt or
Tracking
something?
target.
Run along now.
Maybe a service.
Don't die out there.
Firing.
Good luck. You might really need it.
Last time on Newt's journeys, Newt built the hypersonic jump seat from the Mad Labs, the Marauder hypersonic jump seat, also known as Jetpack, renamed the Fast. Now, returning to the Pitons, her and Rol set out to rescue two fallen comrades. After failing to rescue the other two at the Lairback nest, Newt was determined she would not fail.
Weapon energy system depleted. System armed. Targeting. Tracking target. Firing. Weapon energy systems depleted. It's been a pleasure to serve you, ma'am. Have a nice day. Goodbye.
With her hilltop mission successful, Newt now crafts a new craft to transport the group back to the Earth camp. Introducing the Vulture Raptor VTOL gunship LX V7.2. With some slight modifications, changing out the old lights for the new aircraft headlights. A couple more modifications with weapon systems. I'm going to tap into the decal system, adding decals into the inside instead of just my altered material. With some of the newer attachments, the vehicle still is a gas guzzler, so a base camp will have to be made soon so that she can refuel it on demand. But this weapon comes with an observation deck, so scientists and researchers in the back can observe, track, target, and calculate. pilot and co-pilot sit up front. The rear and the front are always in constant communication through an intercom system, packing lasers, rocket launchers, and a whole set of machine guns. Thoroughly tested in the Mad labs against the most disgusting of creatures, like this fellow here. Enter the dragon. This feral beast comes out of the sky when you fly at a certain altitude to rip your craft to pieces. In previous versions of Planet Explorers, it disappeared for a while. But in this current version, it's back. Gigantic, brutal, and mean, it attacks without warning. Likes to hover in high places, above the local camps. Like a god of death, a Shikigami, it does not share the sky. And once attacked, it will follow you to the surface to rip your corpse to shreds. In the Mad labs, we like to test things in real time. Now, here's how the decal system works. Make sure that you have a ping to place. Not a JPEG, PNG image. Once you have one that meets the requirement, 512 by 512, you can import it into the editor. Copy the location of it on your computer to your clipboard, also called the notepad. Make sure the address is right. Enter the editor. After copying it, click the control button. After you press New Decal, it will copy the address and a picture should show up. Now let's get on with this story. Now Arturo has said let's linger here no longer. Let's go, guys, let's go. Shotgun! Benson, you're getting on my nerves. Power the engines. Weapon systems off. Throttle up. Echo, plot a course. Earth camp. Let's go. Throttle to 2. Don't worry, girls. When we get back to camp, we'll have you looked at. Hang on. This place was way humid. Wow, check it out. Well, it was modeled after Earth, of course. Oh, no kidding. What happened to the Epiphany? Something hit us pretty hard. I'm starting to think it was some kind of weapon. That ship was way too tough to go down like that. I see. There's a native civilization here. We're gonna have to look out for them. I think there might be trouble. Why'd they send us here if they knew that this place was already occupied? Something doesn't smell right. I think the council knew. I think they knew and they sent us here anyways. Well, there's gonna be hell to pay as soon as I get a message back to Earth. Forget that. When I get a message back to Mars, then there'll be hell to pay. Get a message back. We can't even get a message to the Epiphany. How are we gonna get a message home? It'll take light years to get there. We'll be all old men and old ladies. We're stuck, and we have to do what we have to do while we're here. Okay, guys, prepare for landing. Keep your seatbelts fastened until we hit the ground. What the hell? Hey, we're back! Morons who don't jump out of a descending aircraft. No wonder your legs are broken. Hey Arturo. Hey Vera. How you guys doing? We're back. You guys hurt? I'll get the med kit. Are they the only ones? They're the only ones. Yeah, that's what happens when you jump out of the aircraft, see? She never even reached the ground. That's just messed up. Okay, Arturo. You're supposed to teach me how to build a settlement, remember? Alright, I'm still tweaking the scripts and the prefab systems. But you know what? I'll give you what I've got. I'll update it at a later date in the future. Okay. Did you attend my course? Right? There was a course? What the? How did you even get on this mission? How did you manage to overcome the test? Huh? Listen up, and listen up good. I'll give you the scripts for the prefab parts. All you need to do is take them. Now, the first thing that what you have to do is put down the assembly core. Once the assembly core is placed down, that's the start of building a colony. Everything reflects around that. It'll send up a static field. The static field will help to keep creatures out of your encampment. You'll have to put down a power plant soon after that. The power plant will power the assembly core, which will then give power by radio signal wirelessly to other devices, such as your repair bay, your manufacturing stations, your other turrets and other things. Alright? Now, once you've done that, I recommend that you build sleeping quarters. Some kind of, little homestead of some kind. You can choose any way that it looks, it doesn't matter. As long as the prefab is inside of the building will become that. Doesn't make a difference if it's a teepee or tent or the outhouse. It'll become whatever prefab you put into it. After you've done that, I recommend storage. Very important. Power supply and storage. Because you'll need food. We've already got a lot of things going on around here. You don't need a mutiny on your hands. I'm leaving this to you. I guess Carter must have chose you for a reason. Yeah, I was the only one there. Well, okay. Well, in conclusion, you get the food, you get those things stored so that the people stay happy and don't rebel against us. We've got enough troubles as it is. Got it? Got it. Set up any kind of perimeter defenses that you need to defend this place. We have hostiles. Okay, got the scripts going. I'm ready to build. But I'll have to scout a location. Yeah, we've got hostiles. What about those natives? I would like to see one of them. From the description, it seems that we have 3 realistic courses of action. We can ignore them. We can try to communicate with them. Or, well, we can take the other course and shoot up a couple of them and let them know that we from Earth didn't come to mess around. Yeah, I think most people would go for part 1 or part 2 and leave the shooting for later. But in a case like this, you never know what will come our way. We have to assess their level of technology, assess their settlements, keep an eye on them, especially. Observe them from a distance. If it comes down to a firefight, we need to be ready. We'll talk it over when we get a settlement set up. Make it one of the prime things that you take care of. Okay, young lady? Yes, sir. Should we go find the other survivors on the Galileo continent? There are 14 small and 4 large lifeboats on the Epiphany. If all of them made it out, that's 316 people. All hands on deck, huh? Which means there's still a good, 664 people or so on the Epiphany. Assuming that it crashed on the other continent, we have lifeboats that we scattered across the entire continent from here to there that we have to find. We can't leave them behind. Why'd you come on this mission? I was part of the Star X team that designed most of the colony mission equipment. I like to see the things that I build through to the end. My wife is coming on the second ship. I wanted to prepare a magnificent home for her when she arrives. But that's all up in the air now. Okay. Yo, Rol. Let's check our options. Introducing. I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing this right. Yzdel. YYZDNL. That's the name of this creator. This is his hunter bike. Think we're gonna give it a whirl. All materials gathered. Export. It has a long chassis base. That may be a little bit tricky to ride. Compared to Newt's other bike, which is a short base and does sharp turns. But the wheel stance looks like it will come in very handy for rougher terrain. Make sure we check everyone's shop and get everything that we need before we head out. Excuse me. Excuse me. Mork. Yeah. So we didn't find anybody else down south. The others didn't make it. That's just sad. They came so far and passed away like that. They were the first 3 crafts out of the hangar. Out before any of the other lifeboats. I thought they had a chance. Why are you here, man? I'm a botanist, you see. I was senior research in the St. Petersburg Botanical Institute, so I've picked around most of the other colony missions that I had to choose from my offers. But to come here was different. Study the flora and fauna of a whole new place. Of course I jumped at that chance. Wouldn't you? Now, before we do anything else, we're going to harvest our crops. See, our corn has grown, our wheat has grown. So the first thing that you come over and you see, when you click on them, they're now ready. So you only get 3 things: get, clear, and close. So we're going to press get and get them. If you clear them, I believe you'll be collecting them, but mainly like the seed stock and pods. So we're going to get them, and you see, mission complete. We got more than what we actually needed, which is perfect. We'll get a little something to eat, and she'll carry on back to Vera. Yes. Are those guys going to be okay? Well, even though we don't have a med kit around and a doctor on camp, from what we had in our little medical supplies, I think they're going to be all right. I'm a little worried though. The others out there can take care of themselves, but from what you told me, there's a lot of bad things out there. Vera and Peter, I'm not sure. Are you going to go look for them? Why are you here? It was actually a dream of mine, you know, as a pioneer. Was she mocking you? Well, don't mind her. She does stuff like that. Every place else has been colonized. The whole solar system, half the other quadrants. This is someplace completely new and amazing. So I signed up. I want to document all the new plant species that I can find. Well, here's my harvest. Great! Looks like we're gonna work things out after all. Alright, Vera. How are you doing, Maud? I feel much better now. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Newt. Let's go talk to our floaty friends. Okay. Might as well let them know. Alfonso and Governor Skyrunner have a new camp somewhere else, off to the east. Are you going there? I don't really see the point. We're all humans after all, especially now. I thought we came here to put our differences in the past. I'll stay here with you guys, if you'll have me. Okay, sure. Lindsay? How are you doing? There were 10 people on our boat, but 7 died during the crash, and another one soon after. I'm not doing so great. So you stayed on that boat all that time? We had enough supplies, but they started to run low, so we decided to climb down. And that's when we got hurt. Even worse, we're really, really grateful that you guys came along. Being that we're Martians and all, we didn't think you would help us. Thank you. Not a problem. I take it you're staying here too? Yeah, if you don't mind. It's not my camp. Talk it over with the others, but you're welcome any place that I go. Agnes. What's your name again? It's Agnes. Agnes Copperfield. We met a couple of times on the Epiphany. I even taught a course on the local flora and fauna. You were in it. Sorry. Yeah, you taught the course on the local flora and fauna, so why are there so many dangerous creatures on this planet? Oh, that's a truly interesting question, and I don't know the answer. You know, it was troubling me at first when I was looking at the pictures and everything that we scoped out. The herbivore to carnivore ratio here is out of whack. It doesn't make any sense. It's like 10 to 1 on Earth, and it's 3 to 1 here. There's so many species of predators. How did they all evolve? You would think that the herbivores would be extinct. Yeah. Okay. See, that's what's been puzzling me the whole time. See? Mort gives me a few surprises when he came back to camp. And the probe itself, the photographs, everything else, it didn't show any of that. Not the local aliens that you talk of, and not the amount of creatures in the way how they move. Sentient life here. We're like going to be the first ones to meet them. We already met them. But I manned the probe. I seen its pictures, and I was astonished. Yeah, I was astonished too. But fear kind of took over when they pointed a gun at me. So, did you personally operate the cameras when we were in orbit? Nah. Marcy Phillips' team of scientists and engineers ran the show. They were pretty transparent, though. So I don't think they were playing the fool or anything like that. I don't think they were messing around. I still don't understand how they didn't see these guys. So why'd you come here? Oh, actually, my best friend really wanted to go on the mission, but she passed away. I came in her place. I came to finish what she started. It was her biggest dream. So many discoveries to make. I'll do it for her, in her name. Okay. Like 4 billion years for Earth to evolve to what it is today. And yet, still here, intelligent life in about 1 billion years has evolved. It boggles the mind. And speaking of which, did Hitomi tell you about the underground species that they found? I've heard they're like the basic ones that come out during the night. But they're still afraid of light, so that's not really a big problem. We've seen a few of them here, but they kind of stay out of range of our camp because of our lights. But there's a whole different underground world out there. So much stuff for us to learn. Yeah. That's if we're not eaten first. You're so pessimistic, Newt. Mork said that you went to check out the animals out there. Did you find anything interesting? Hello? Agnes? Excuse me? Oh, sorry, Newt, sorry. Oh, yes. There's a lake a little bit north of here. But there was a strange species of fish living in the lake. I only caught a glimpse of them, but they were too big to be living there. And with all of the smaller creatures that you would think that they would eat are not in the lake. They're all gone. So what do they feed on? I want to find a way to explain this extraordinary discovery. What path of life did they take? Their evolution. Sounds interesting. I could use a break from all the gunplay. I'll go with you if you want. Really? Oh, that's great. Good. Okay, I'll mark the spot on your map, okay? Now, it's a lake, a very beautiful place. You'll love it. It'll be like a mini vacation. A mini vacation. Right. Okay. Hopefully we don't find a Loch Ness monster or something, but I'll get prepped. Benson, you coming?
No way, man. I've had enough. I just want to sit back, get a cup of Java. I'll ride shotgun with you some other time, little lady. Yeah.
Arturo.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we've talked about a possible location for the interference. That's where they went. Ava and Peter, I mean. I'll mark the location if you want. They went down there, you should go and check it out. When you're ready, I'll give you this jetpack. You'll need a battery to operate it. Be careful, Newt.
Okay. I'll come back.
Well, it seems I can't take one mission when I've taken another. So, I'm kind of stuck
with one advanced mission, which is the monster in the lake. Hey, Tommy didn't come back, Mark? No, she didn't. I hope that she's going to be returning soon. You know, it's been a long time since we've seen her. Tell me, Newt, could you do something? I know it's late, but if you could even set out, like, tomorrow morning. I hear that you're going out with Agnes. Retrace your steps. See if you can find her. I'm getting kind of worried. Sure. I'll prep and call it a night. I'll set out in the morning, Mark. Later. Now I'm going to say this as a checkpoint. There's a lot of reading involved in this one. I hope this doesn't become one of my tongue-tied episodes. Well, Agnes wants to go now, so let's go. Now please observe that only Agnes is with me, which ends up with a game crash. And see, when I rerun the mission after restarting, Rol gets in. Sometimes the NPCs just don't communicate. So we have to go back and get Rol. Rol seems to want to come after the fact. Here we go. Thanks for waiting up, Newt. Sure, Rol. Sure. If we set out now, we won't have to fly all night or even into the morning. We'll get there really quick. A little dark for flying, don't you think? Scaredy cat. Ouch! Whoops, we are so not landing there. Targeting. What was that? Oh boy. We'll land here. It's not debatable. We're staying up here. We'll sleep here till morning. Boy, do these come in handy. So the lake is below. And that's it. Go to ISO, planetexplorers.com, and download these great ISOs. Well, this is the Marauder with Planet Explorers 7.6 Alpha, the Steam Edition. Newt's Journeys. I'm out. Special thanks to IncomeTech.com for the royalty-free music.
I'll go with Alfonso to the settlement. I agree with him that we Martians and the Earth need to be separated from them. If we all live together, there'll be too much tension for peace. Though I have a hard time trusting the Earth, I still do believe that if we want to succeed on this